How old is this remote?
What?
That's the entrance. Take one. Is it called an entrance?
Did I put it off cinematic? Why does it look blurred again?
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Hopefully you've checked out some of our other videos. We do some crazy stuff.
If you don't know who we are, I'm Karina. And this one's Chris.
And this one. Wow, how many have you got?
Got one.
Wow, yeah, good answer. So anyway, guys, this is going to be a series based on our competition prep. If you didn't know, Karina, this one, did a few shows last year, got hooked, and I thought, you know what, that looks doable.
Did I make it look that easy?
I could see myself in a bikini. So here we are, both signed up to do a show this year together, doing the same show.
The same show.
As twins. So this whole series is going to be based on our kind of mindset, on everything that we kind of go through to take us from where we are now.
The highs and the lows, all of this stuff in between, and how we deal with it as a couple.
Yeah, and how we'll deal with it as a couple. So, so we'll start off with a few questions, right, to explain kind of why we're doing this, and also some other questions that we've got from our Instagram as well. So, Mendes, by the way, when I say Mendes or Karina,
I'm Karina Mendes.
So yeah, I
just like to say my name.
I call her by her last name. So Mendes.
Awesome.
Why?
So let's kick it off with the obvious. Why? Why are we doing a show? Why are you doing a show, first of all?
I've just asked you.
No, you answer.
Okay, so I'll go first. So after obviously seeing Karina or Mendes compete last year, and I kind of went through the prep with her as a support person in her life.
You literally did the whole prep.
Yeah, I did the whole prep with her without a coach. So I was just kind of following along with what she was doing, but just added a bit more food. And we thrive off structure and routine. And obviously, if you've done a competition before, or if you are thinking about doing one, I'm sure you'll understand that it is very structured, and there is a very set routine you need to be in to make sure that you bring your best physique or body for the stage. So for me, I had toyed around with it for years and never actually took the plunge to do it because I didn't have the self-confidence, and I always am so critical on my own body, as I'm sure we all are. But
yours is next level.
Yeah. But after obviously going through the prep with Karina last year, and it gave me the confidence to think, you know what, I could do this. Let me go for it. So here we are. I got myself a coach back in October, Mr. Super Sam the man, and he's been awesome. We've done like a mini prep for a photo shoot, which came out really well. And now we have officially started our prep from this week to compete in our first show, which is on
the 17th of September. So we are now 18 going into 17 weeks out. I think tomorrow is 17 weeks out. So we are still in the happy days of prep where food is feeling comfortable after, coming off mad calories, where we were eating and not enjoying eating anymore.
How many calories were you on?
I was on 3,000 and a little bit on training days, and 2,000, I think it was 700. Almost 2,800 on rest days. So
I was up to 5.5 on training days and just under 5 or 4.5 on rest days, which was tough for me. And I remember one thing actually, like my coach said to me before we kind of got into like my building phase, was we're going to get you to a point where you're just going to be so sick of food and so sick of eating and chewing. And I was like,
didn't believe it.
I was like, yeah, all right then, Sam, all right. Because who doesn't love food, right? We all love eating, especially if you do weight training as well, your appetite's high. And I was thinking, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And 5,500 calories is no joke. And I'm sure it's fine if you just whacked a pizza and a Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
But to do that from, nutritious food was tough.
It was tough. Like, I remember days he was like obviously shattered from training, taking big naps.
Wait.
And then I'm like, listen.
You have to watch how you use the word shat.
What? Shattered? I didn't say shat.
Yeah,
Shattered.
I know, but I thought you were going to say there was days he shat himself.
No. Where you were tired and you were napping, and I had to drag him to have his next meal, and the look on his face.
Yeah, but it's done good. Like, my coach has seen me recently. He feels like I put on some size. Obviously, again, it kind of goes without saying, but for those of you who don't know us, we're both natural. So obviously, the show, well, Karina's competed in non-tested shows last year, and she's going to join me for a tested show. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, it is tested. So yeah.
So the first one is in September, and then I have planned to do about 3 more after. You obviously still looking at dates and
I've got one booked in, which is a regional. If that goes well, obviously hopefully go through to the finals, and then there's a couple of other shows around that time, so depending on my condition and obviously what Sam says is if we do some more. So we got some questions off Instagram, so we're going to answer them now. So we got asked, can we come watch? Can we come watch?
Of course you can come watch.
How does it work?
So what we'll do is obviously closer to the time, tickets will be on sale, and we will obviously announce the tickets and the links and all that, and then you can obviously purchase a ticket. You can even watch online. I know some of my shows, they did live broadcast things, so you can jump.
But yeah, come watch. The more the merrier. And
we need you to shout our number, so come.
What was the hardest point of your prep last time?
So because we are so structured and our lifestyles are really so like revolved around training and nutrition, I didn't find that, let's say, the toughest part of it. I think for me it was the mind games. So, and believing in myself that I could like push through. So I think that was the toughest part. The thing, like knowing that I had the ability to get on stage and
so like the self-confidence.
Yeah, the confidence.
What are you most looking forward to in this prep?
Feeling nicer. Feeling leaner. Definitely miss feeling leaner, the leaner days. I think in another maybe 4 to 6 weeks we'll be in peak, like feeling good condition, and then after that, that's when it starts to suck. So
wow. See, because Karina's gone through the whole process as well, and we kind of went through it together last year. We've got that kind of foundation of what's to come, knowing what's to come. So which definitely helps. So one of the things actually that we've actually done is we moved house for prep. Yes, which might sound crazy. So we thought
landed and we are.
Yeah. So one of the real good things that we're grateful for to be able to do is to travel around and move with our work and with our business, because everything we do is online. So we thought to put ourselves in the best kind of headspace, the best environment for prep, because prep can be very demanding, to move to near my coach because he owns a gym. And we're just going to hibernate here for the whole of prep. So for about 5-6 months, we're going to be in this location, just hibernating, focusing obviously on our prep, obviously on our business, and then making sure that our relationship is stronger than ever as well.
100%. Yeah, so we obviously had a conversation, and it already is the best decision we've made so far on this prep. I know it's early days. But just being here has really just switched our mindset with the whole thing. We're more focused, excited as well, and everything is just setting that routine and structure in place, so it makes eating, training, working, like fitting in work, all these things just starting nicely, and we don't have any distractions.
Right, so last question was, I'm thinking about competing. What is your best advice?
So number 1, do your research. Firstly. Number 2, you need to ask yourself the questions if you can commit fully to the prep, getting on stage, mentally, physically, and financially. because it is expensive, just so you know. And then from day one, practice and do your research and learn how to pose. Okay, that's my advice.
Yeah, I was going to say also maybe reach out to some people who have competed to get their kind of advice and take on it. And then just understand that if you are going to do it, it's not something you can half-ass. You know, there's so many people that say book into shows and then halfway through the prep pull out, you know, because it is very demanding. So you have to be mentally ready, you have to be financially ready, and like Karina said, do your research.
100%.
So yeah.
There we go. And to end it off on a more positive note, yes, all these things that we've discussed and talked about, you know, you do need to keep in mind, but do know it is so rewarding. Like the outcome, the end result, the process, how much you learn about yourself, what your body's capable of. And I think that's my reason for doing it, because I want to see where else I can take my body and come back on that stage and be even better than I was the last time.
Yeah, I was so proud of her last year. Literally, when I was watching from the crowd, I was so nervous for her, bless her. And she absolutely bossed it. And then when, you know, she did 3 shows and, you know, she placed second, she won her last show. It's just like, it was such an incredible achievement to go through that whole process, to see it through. I think is an incredible thing to be able to take with you in life, you know, even into other aspects of your life, to know that you can push yourself and not give up. So I think, yeah, that's what I'm most looking forward to.
And the moment up on stage, you're going to boss it. I'm so excited for you.
I'm going to practice getting people out of my way.
No, don't be one of those.
Oh, that could be the thumbnail, look.
Okay.
There we go. But other than that, guys, so we are going to be posting weekly to YouTube, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on the notification, comment what you would like us to see.
To do it.
No, press the ding. You gotta press the ding. Go, say it.
You did it now and ruined it.
Go, you can say it. I'll cut my bit out. Go.
Like, subscribe, and press the ding button.
Guys, make sure you just get involved in the journey. You know, any questions, just chuck them. We are going to be as open and honest as possible with you guys. And obviously, as we're doing this together as a couple, we'll be...
give our take and spin on that, because we understand that going through prep by yourself is already one thing. Now going together
as combined
is
as a combination
more challenging.
Look, Sam, the bulk worked. She can just about get her arms around me. Good.
Peace, guys.
No, we're cutting already. We're cutting on the games.
Yeah, but no.